Hey you! Do you like Starloss? Do you like dice? Of course you do. Now come here. I got something to show you.
Starlost Seas is officially partnered with Dice Goblin to help bring more dice to more tables. How are we doing that? Well, Dice Goblin has officially launched their Kickstarter to produce their very first line of unique dice. And can we just say, these are some good looking dice. And you can get some of these dice by going to the link down in the description below and pledging to the Kickstarter. There are plenty of tiers to choose from, so think of all the dice and what you could do with them. Roll some nat 20s, roll some nat 1s. Take the dice out on a date, put them in your mouth. Disclaimer, don't put the dice in your mouth. We really don't want to get sued. Feed your ever-growing collection as you ask yourself, why? Why do I keep doing this? The dice have overtaken my home. My dog is now made of dice. I don't even play that many D&D games. What have I done? Where did I go wrong in life? Who cares about that? Look at the cute characters for the Kickstarter dice. Every pledge made through our link directly supports Starloss, so make sure to go to the link in the description down below and pledge to the Dice Goblin Kickstarter today. And thank you to Dice Goblin for making this video possible. And of course, without further ado, enjoy the rest of the episode.
Hello everyone, welcome to Starlost Seas. I'm Cryolane, I'm your DM, and this is the party of, you think Pulse is trying to play Pokemon in her birthday?
Turn the rumble off of that controller there, Pulse.
Bro, did you overclock your Joy-Cons?
Did you move to San Francisco in the 40s? What's happening? I think the earthquake was actually in 1910, but that's beside the point. Hi everybody! Is everybody excited to be here? Is everyone excited to play Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah!
Woo! How's everyone feeling after last session?
Oh, pretty good.
Pretty good? How's everyone feeling about this session?
Yeah, really great after, feeling good after our long rest. Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Nope.
Just because the camera's on doesn't mean you can pressure that into happening.
Last time on Starlost words stopped all of a sudden. Last time on Starlost Seas. There we go. I can speak English. That's what I majored in college. Last time on Starlost Seas, we picked up right where we left off previously with our good friend Dockery in the claws and clutches of Vala. After a wee bit of chatter and many assurances that she could just kill him, she convinced him to take a bite of an apple. After taking said bite, he drifted off into a magical unconsciousness. And then the next morning, there on the ground, Kaeda found Hickory, knocked out. Woke her up, brought her to the rest of you who were convening, enjoying your breakfast. And then you decided to handle the issue right off the bat and find Vala. And you discovered very quickly that she had poisoned a large chunk of the refugee population by poisoning the well. Mara was lowered into the well in the least efficient way possible, and did purify it, then was extracted, and you all walked off with Lorelei to sit on the hillside and wait for Vala. After a solid period of time of her not arriving, Lorelei began just shouting slurs and insults about her. Just general rudeness to try and get her to show up. And instead, Hickory walked up and was asking what the hell was happening with all of the shouting. There was a moment of tension. And then it was revealed that Hickory was Vala, having been replaced the night before when Doc was knocked out. And so, Vala and Lorelei finally squared off with Twink as a hostage. And Vala revealed the true form of the sisters. She shifted into a dragon. Lorelei and her began combat, Lorelei shifting into a half-dragon form at the shock of everyone present, while you all fled and quickly evacuated Twinktownia. Then, you rushed off to the ship so that you could engage in combat with this giant beast, and you finally saw Lorelei in her full red dragon form. The two sisters fought, and the ship joined in with Petrin and Doc, who had been discovered hogtied in the cargo hold, manning the ballista. Twink and Huon magically enhancing them and bringing them ammunition as necessary. You all got hit a few times, but all in all, you came out pretty relatively unscathed, considering you were fighting the dragon. And after Illis appeared through a tree portal, after some refugees had ran away, essentially, to Riverbend, Lorelei beat Vala and was left sitting over her unconscious sister's form, contemplating whether or not to finish her off. And with some advice from the party and some angry words that she spoke to Dolis, she decided to try and talk to her. After some conversing and a little bit of convincing and a little bit of help from the party, Vala has agreed to be Twinktania's apothecary, so long as she is left relatively alone and is allowed to eat as much of the infinitely spawning boar as she pleases. Mara walked her off so she could find a good place to set up shop. Twink and Doc walked off to assess what remains of Twinktownia. The birds headed back to the ship. Dolis receding into his ring to think about some things while it is in the possession of Alina. And oh yes, and Lorelei absolutely just grabbed Illis and just started macking on her, and you all left for appropriate privacy to be given. And that's where we ended the session. So we're gonna pick up with Mara. Mara, you are several hundred feet into the woodlands of Twinktania with Vala walking next to you. She's in her more shapely form. She's essentially a Lorelei, but pale and with straight blonde hair. Sort of casually walking next to you, still picking at her teeth from that boar she ate when it tried to rush you.
So, what's what anything you're looking for particularly? Like any particular like comforts?
I like marshland.
Surrounding marsh. Okay. But I would probably know what direction it is based off of like the spell I used before.
You would know that there isn't any marshland. There are some lower lying areas close to the coast that are in the forest. There's the bamboo forest, but that is Feywilds technically, and you guys don't know whether or not that will be permanently there or if it will vanish if something happens to the plains. But as far as you are aware, this whole southern path of the island is low-lying woodland.
Not really much marshland here, unfortunately.
Right.
I mean, I could probably put you near the boars if you're just easy meals.
Let's do that. I'll just make it marshland myself.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you.
I'm here in Twinktania, for who knows how long. Can I get some pointers from you as the new apothecary?
Pointers for what precisely?
Potion making, poison making. I mean, you really know what you're doing. I'm still pretty new to this. I still got a ways to go, unfortunately. But
well, if you're willing to owe me a favor, certainly.
What do you have in mind?
I don't know. Anything at any time.
Okay.
Fabulous. I like you. You're the one that bought the big mamba, right?
Yeah.
Right. Back when and she like shifts into the small elf form again. Back when I looked like this. And then she stretches out again and is tall again. She's just like, ugh. It's gonna be nice to, not continually pretend to be a gross stunted elf.
Just be who you are now. I guess some of you.
No, yeah. No, not quite.
Yeah.
Granted, I suppose I could. It's not like
Probably.
anyone'd be here to stop me.
Yeah. I mean, like, they all know. I just obviously be careful if, you see like a big boat, like the stupid sodden people. Hate them.
Sodden. Who's Sodden?
He's such a racist leader of Shadestep, right?
So if I meet someone named Sodden, I can eat them.
Yeah,
Fact.
definitely.
Got it. Anyone from Shadestep shows up? I can handle that.
Yeah.
Will say, though, how does everyone around here feel about, pranks?
Pranks?
Yeah, pranks.
Honestly, some of them seem a little bit like too stiff, little too stiff.
Okay, that's the best, though.
I agree.
I have this great thing, kind of like what I put into the well. Ooh, the well.
I fixed that.
Oh, wonderful. I mean, no, how dare you?
I mean, it felt like you were gonna kill us.
I'm just having a lot of strange feelings right now, so I'm trying to embrace this, but this is weird. I hope you understand that this is strange for me.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, ever since I was thrown into this party, I feel a little tied down in some ways. Can't be just as adventurous. But, sometimes it's for the good of the party. But I rein myself down a little. Other times, I want to have some fun.
You want to have some fun?
Fuck it, yeah.
What magic do you know, kid?
Well, pretty much anything a druid can do. Well, not anything. I'm getting there. Dude, big old moonbeams. That's always fun. I'm a little bit out of juice in some ways. Grow some plants up in the air. Big tidal wave. Yeah, I can erupt the earth.
Perfect. I need to turn a chunk of coastline into a chunk of marshland, which means disturbing a bunch of the soil, bringing in a bunch of water, blasting it with a fair amount of toxic gas.
Is that gonna fuck with like the ecosystem or like
Marshland is an ecosystem.
Yeah, I don't know. I assume I would like know the makings of like marshland for the most part, pretty much. Okay. Mostly, I worry a little bit when you said like toxins, but
Toxins are natural.
yeah, not wrong. They're just big toxin dragon though, I'm also getting.
So the druid staff that you carry around, that's your second one. First staff is the stick that's up your ass. You'll do good. We'll be friends. What's your name?
Mara.
Okay, I won't remember that. Come on.
All right.
That's like she takes the lead all of a sudden.
I just love how willing Mara is to just accept any information. Just like,
Bro, if we were in the
I mean,
Feywild,
toxins are fine. Toxins are good. Oh, I guess you're right. It's like,
It's the willingness of doing a favor. Anything at any time. All right, cool.
it sounds good.
she is literally Loki, dude.
Back on the ship. Inside Dolis's ring, Dolis, you were handed off to Alina, and you heard some words spoken between Lotus and her, general reassurances and comfort. And then there was quiet for a while. You muffled, and in the distance you heard the sounds of refugees making their way around. There are still thousands, and you could hear various things happening on the ship. The occasional thump. Every now and then you'd hear Eggl's voice shout. But it was quiet for a while, maybe 10, 15 minutes. And finally you just hear, so, can't really talk to you like this, I guess. I can talk to you. I can talk to you like this, but you can't talk to me like that. You can hear in there, right? Like I remember that being a thing that we discussed, that you can hear everything in there. Is it like clear, or is there like a dampener effect? Is there almost like a warble to it? Is it like magic, or are you just shrunk? Are you like shrunk inside this tiny little ring? Should I stop moving it around? Oh my god. Do you want me to put you down? Do you want me to? You can't talk to me.
Dolis is lying down in a pool of pillows, just like fully T-posed, like staring dead, like faced up at the ceiling, just like.
I'm not great at words of affirmation or general things to make people feel better, and you seemed kind of like you were not having a great time. And I hope that everything is okay. Because even though I've only known you for a week and a half, everyone here is shit, I don't know. Is good. You're great. You're all great. And you need to talk. You need to tell me all about Aarakocra and the elemental plane of air. So you gotta be okay. That sounds selfish. That sounds mean. I'm sorry. No, I mean like you should be okay because you're a nice guy. You're a nice guy, Dolis. You are
r/nice guy.
You're like the nicest one of the whole group. I guess your sister acts pretty nice, but she acts pretty nice. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know if you know this word. I think your sister might have a bit of sociopathy, and I think that's something that we need to address at some point before she gets too old to really curb that. But that's a different conversation to have, and I mean it's one that we should, probably shouldn't have with me, because I'm not like an expert at that or anything. There were experts at that I knew back in the academy, but I'm not allowed back there anymore. I'm a fugitive. We're both fugitives, I guess. And I guess maybe someone you could talk. Maybe someone in the elemental plane of air. I know you can't talk to your family. Your family's I don't know all the details about your family. I only know a little bit on and off. But I think she told me to maybe talk to you and make you feel better, and I don't know if that's what this is doing. My mom, she used to sing me lullabies when I was upset. So I guess I could. I don't know what to.
In my notes, it just says Alina sucks at words of affirmation for several minutes straight.
Yeah, so Dolis, this goes on This goes on until someone stops it. So if you're not gonna stop it, we could just swap to a different character and wait until they stop it. This will proceed for several dozens of minutes.
Dolis, I mean, I'm not.
After singing some lullabies.
She actually sings some lullabies.
Yeah, she sings some lullabies and hymns.
All right.
Every now and then she'll.
I mean,
forget
who
the
am I to
words.
stop her?
She'll
you know?
she'll be like da 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 like singing, and then all of a sudden she'll be like and the like just like forgets words randomly and lets them trail off. And then after singing a few of those, she just goes on to like suddenly start just like talking about different alchemical reagents and like how they might interact with various elemental planes and like whether or not she thinks there's any effect here. And then she starts talking about like everything. She starts listing off like everything she knows about Aarakocra, which is like 60% correct.
Wow. Okay. I mean, no. I mean, Dolis is not going to interrupt her. So
Okay.
I guess we can cut off to someone else.
Yeah, so she is just rambling for a long period of time.
Sounds great.
Lotus,
Hi.
where'd you rush off to?
I think I was taken away with Twink. As
Yes.
Twink brought me away because I just kept staring at Lotus, at
Lorelai.
Lorelai and Illis.
So it's just the three of us.
It's just the three of you walking into town.
So what are we doing now?
Assessing damage.
Oh,
For example, and Doc points at one of the destroyed buildings. That's
There is-
fucked.
yeah.
Properly assessed.
Gonna need to rebuild that.
Make a note of it.
Do you have paper?
I look at Lotus.
holes.
Lotus, make a note of it. You're a notary.
Okay.
Alright, so that's building one, and just fucked.
Fucked.
There you go.
I like how you're doing the proper kid holding of the
Yeah,
pen
like
with
full
the
hand.
full fist.
Yeah. Alright, Twink, building two.
It's about the same as building one.
Fucked.
Building 2. Fucked.
How many buildings are fucked? And then give us one that's a little different
yeah,
so we
so-
know a new word.
So 4 are fucked.
Mm.
Your guys' house has like a chunk taken out of one of the bottom walls, but structurally is fine. The workshop, like the whole back half of it is just flattened. And then there is one building that is like missing a third of it, but the remaining 2/3 are standing there like nothing happened. Like they are shockingly pristine. There is like a cut off point.
Okay. Our place. Solid, little. It's got some shit.
Got some shit.
Sure.
Now, the Artificers Guild is not, that's just flat.
Artificer. Is that how I spell it?
No.
It's just not how you spell it.
Just draw a picture of Twink, you got it.
Oh, okay.
Starts with an A,
Not an E?
not an E.
Oh.
How is there a
You just
Q
see
in
her
there?
like you just see her like draw
I
over
think
a little
that's
bit
supposed
harder.
to be the F.
Artificer's Guild.
That's just... We just need a new one.
No, it's fine. That's easily fixable. Dormo
Fine.
picks that up and we foundation it. It's no problem.
She draws like an arrow and then just writes Dormo.
What about the one that's just missing a third of it?
Oh, it's gonna
And
be
it doesn't look like the broken building. It looks like there's a third of it that's just gone. Like there's whatever was broken off of it has been smashed and scattered about to the point that there's just 2/3 of a building.
Are we sure it wasn't just like this when we started?
Just build a new wall on it. Forget the other third. Just put a wall there, good to go.
I think this is just open floor housing. Like I don't think there was anything ever here.
Lotus, write increase in price.
Greece.
It's not for sale.
The American housing market.
Yeah.
People live here.
From the person that came with no concept of money. It'll be fine. There you go.
You guys have thoroughly assessed the damage to the buildings. Good job.
All right, Lotus, let me see the notes.
Here you go.
How did you only spell fucked correctly?
What do you mean?
Lotus, on a scale of 1 to 10, how fucked are the notes?
It's like
I think you should roll a 20.
Yeah, roll for it.
What'd you roll? Yes!
So she
Oh.
literally only spelled fuck right.
May I?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is a, there's something akin to a square, the word fucked, and then a line. And then something akin to a square, and then it's like an S, and you eventually put together, it's probably a backwards 2, and then fucked. And then there's a lot of doodles of just like little stick figure dragons, and then just little U's on fire, and then that line and arrow and the word Dormo, and then there's like a little circle and a smiley face that you gather probably is Dormo.
Hmm.
And then at the bottom there is the word fuck again in like all caps with like 2 underlines.
Hand the notes back. I'm gonna go find Madame over there.
Okay. I haven't written in a lot of months.
That's
I just
okay.
been drawing.
That's okay. Just wait for him to leave. I have an idea.
Okay.
So he leaves.
Hey, Lotus.
You are left alone in the remains of the town.
Lotus, it's gonna take them a while to set something up.
Uh-huh.
You wanna do something cool?
What are we doing?
I want a griffin.
There's one up there.
I know. So hear me out.
Okay.
Go find one of the boar. Knock it around a
Okay.
little bit so it's behaving.
Okay.
Take it to the griffin. Make friends. We have a griffin. Aldrich talks bird, I think. Do you?
Aldrich, sitting on your shoulder, is just like, I don't think I don't think this is wise.
I see a bird.
Yeah, actually, wow, yeah. This is a perfect plan then. There's nothing that could go wrong. Except for all the things that could go horribly wrong, because I'm not gonna pretend like everything's gonna go fine. But we got like a 50-50 shot.
What if it just gets angry at us?
Then we let it eat the boar and run.
You mean fly?
Escape. By any
Okay,
means
okay.
necessary.
Okay. Because I'm pretty sure if you ran, you would just fall.
Yeah, that's also why I kind of need you as part of the plan. I can't fly.
Okay.
Awesome. First thing, we gotta find a boar.
Yeah. I'm good at that. Let's go.
All right.
you guys set off in the direction of what was once the farm, because on the other side of it is more woodland that will lead towards the boar.
Sick.
Yeah. And as you set off, now's a great time to cut back to Mara and Vala, who Vala has found a place of land that she likes that is actually very close to the beach that you guys first rested on back when the island was normal before it started, increasing in size and attracting extra planar entities.
Mm.
And she walked out on the beach and stretched out in the sun and was just like, It's so bright here, I hate it.
Probably get you some shade.
Oh, don't worry, I
A few
can cover
trees.
that.
Oh, okay. Ugh.
All right, and she walks over and she puts a hand on either one of your shoulders, and she's like a little shorter than you. And so she looks up at you and goes, "Okay, stupid." She pats you on the cheek and she goes, "I need you to use your earth to cut a trough into the woods." And she points at the dirt. Just to
Nice
let
about
seawater in. No. You want me to teach you, right?
Yeah.
Then until you have learned, I shall call you stupid. And she gives you another little pat. It's a really nice, gentle pat. It's not like Lorelai's hey, it's a really gentle. Okay.
All right.
I also won't remember your name, so this works better.
You can call me Starboy.
I'll think about it.
All right, so erupt the earth there.
Just dig me a divot.
All right, we'll erupt the earth.
You square up to a chunk of the beach, and you cast erupt earth, and there is this rumble as this huge swell of sand and rocks just booms up, and then falls into this mattered and damaged chunk of land. And then you watch Vala crack her knuckles, and she casts something, and the water kind of rises up and washes out a bunch of the silt, and it starts moving inland. And she's like, "All right, again." And she points a little further in. You earthbend 2 more times at her behest. So use some spell slots for that.
All my
Whatever.
third levels.
Sad. You guys managed to move a solid 40 or 50 feet into the woods, and the water is coming in, and she's like, "Okay. How familiar are you with Tidal Wave? You said you can use it. Have you used it? Are you good at it?"
All the time.
Bring it in.
All right. Tidal wave.
You just cast Tidal Wave. All of the underbrush is just trampled and torn apart as you cast it. And there's this big chunk of woods that is basically flooded. And she's like, "All right, not bad. Not bad." It's kind of dripping over the rocks in the woods. Some of the trees have been pushed a little by the force.
I got one more in me.
One more?
Only one more.
Hang on, don't worry. No, don't strain yourself.
Okay.
You're gonna wanna back up for this.
Oh, okay.
You back up 5 feet. Just no, keep going.
More. Okay.
No, keep going. She keeps ushering you until you're 20 feet away, and then she shifts in one clean motion into her full form. And before you can even react, she just boom, her breath attacks straight down into this pile of water and rock that you've carved in this woodland. And she just lets it blast for a few seconds. She holds it until it eventually just kind of peters out. And this really noxious, thick smoke that has been rolling out of her mouth kind of just dies down into the land. And she goes, she shrinks back down, and she's like, just have to do that a few dozen more times.
Oh. I'm just here now. He's gonna do that for a bit.
Trying to think if anything else I may need from you. You, Can you control what plants you grow?
Oh, yeah.
You should, right?
Yeah.
Her hand turns into that clawed shape similar to what Lorelei has, and it slams into the ground, and a bunch of these vines start twirling out from the point of contact. These spiky, thorned, sort of noxious-looking plants. And she goes, normally they sort of go away after a few hours, but maybe with a little help.
All right. Mess around.
Okay.
Let's try it.
You gonna use plant growth?
Yeah.
Alright, burn your last slot.
There we go.
You cast plant growth, and this like maybe 10-foot patch of briars and strange vines and plants starts to just eke out in every direction for the full big radius. And it covers
150 feet.
Yep, it covers that huge chunk, and then even some past that of like the area that you were turning into marsh. And as it all grows, she like drops to her knees and is like, and just like falls into it and like lets the growing vine like carry her. No mind given to all of the little spiky thorns and everything. She's just like, this is it. This is it.
I think I overdid it. There's a lot over there. Oh
no, it's fine.
Oh god.
You worry too much.
I've changed the ecosystem.
Ecosystems change all the time. Everything changes.
Okay.
My sister just living here long enough will turn the whole place volcanic. Yeah, we're dragons. That's kind of how that works.
So, will this whole place be marsh by the time we're like probably back?
No. Like, we're looking at months, maybe years to properly establish a nest.
Interesting.
I mean, my sister's clearly already been at work, and she like gestures up at the volcano. Like, so she's probably lived here a while.
I don't know if that was her.
Oh, so she just found a volcano on an island.
Yeah. Pretty much. It was like, I'm pretty sure that's like the elemental plane of fire work over there.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, we got a lot of
planes breaking. Yes. So
like that's the air one. I'll plant an island. Fire one. You ever been to the Feywilds?
No. Only been to this plane.
If some reason you want to visit it, bamboo forest way over there.
You just like point further east. Bamboo. Good ingredient, actually. All right. Well, so you want to learn how to make potions and poisons?
Yeah.
See, my personal trick is, and she pulls out a little vial and she like puts it in her mouth, and one of her teeth gets long, and you watch it just like almost like a soda fountain, just with this green liquid, and she's like, that's how I get some raw ingredients typically. I can give you a few vials of this very effective poison. I mean, obviously you can mix it with other things and make it not quite so poisonous, but I don't know. I think that's boring.
You ever like mess around with like custom recipes?
Oh, all the time.
I made some fun stuff, like this bark that makes you feel really nice. And I made this like gooey gel that like helps you see in the dark.
Okay.
I was working on a few other things, but with due time, we'll see.
You show me your bark, I'll show you a poison bomb. How's that?
Sure.
Perfect. and she comes over to some of the vines, and the clawed hand appears again, and she twists her hand up, and almost like a pedestal forms out of them. And then she's like, all right, do you have a mortar and pestle?
Do I have one? Like, I think that would be on like the big mamba. I
Yeah,
definitely don't carry that around with me.
Ow.
No.
Nope, it's in your herbalism kit. So, yep, big mamba.
Yeah, that'd probably be back on the ship. The mamba.
She like looks off in the direction of the town. She's like, it's such a long walk.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be here when you get it. And she like leans, like sits back down on her little vine thing.
Okay.
Just like starts drifting her hand in like the flood water that is starting to like mix with the toxic mist and the dirt that's all churned up.
Actually, not gonna lie, I'm a little defenseless right now against these boars.
What do they have against you?
Oof. So I kind of killed a lot of their past relatives. I assume that the ancestry kind of spread the word that.
So it's like a genetic hatred.
I think so. Yeah.
Didn't know that was possible. Good to know.
Me either. This place is kind of fucked now. Boy.
I like it. And she like looks up and some light comes through the trees in her face. She's like, accept that. I don't like that. It's okay. We'll work.
You give me a ride or something?
I don't get people rides.
Can you guide me? I could just sit here for an hour or something, you know.
Sure.
I'll be able to. Oh, guide me or sit here?
Oh no, sit here. I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, okay. Fuck it. I'll chill.
I sat in one city for like 700 years. You're not getting me to move.
Fair.
So that bark, how do you do that? And she like just starts asking you about your recipes. Lotus, make a survival check for me.
$17.
Okay. You're able to track down the directions for where the boar were immediately because you remember locations, as in your background, but then you begin to track them as they have sort of moved around. And at one point, as you're walking through the woods, maybe after like 20 or 30 minutes, there's this really nasty smell.
The hell is that?
I mean, you kind of follow it a little into the woods, and you see this area of land that has just been torn up and ripped and grown. And you see Mara and Vala having a chat among a bunch of brambles in the middle of it.
What?
Smelly.
Yeah, it's awful.
It smells kind of like rotten eggs.
It's definitely Vala.
Mara! Mara!
What?
It's smelly here. What happened?
Mara, you haven't really noticed the smell until this moment.
You know, I didn't notice that before. Huh.
Sorry. Do you have a mint?
No.
She just does like a tiny little of like black smoke that curls up into the air. And then she's just like,
Dragon stuff, you know?
Why?
Why?
Well, they need a place to stay.
remember to brush your teeth.
Okay.
Otherwise, she'll end up with breath like mine.
How are y'all? What's up?
We're trying to find a boar. Can you like walk like a little away? They'll find you.
Probably, but no.
Oh. I could go for a snack, actually, if you do want to just like walk 10 or 15 feet away from my little area.
I got comfortable. I'll get up.
Lotus,
Alright,
he's getting up.
thank
Come on. Doc is like summoning the hour as he walks over.
Summon the hour. You guys hide behind a tree. Just a little. Vala doesn't like move at all. She has broken a piece off of one of the vines and is using it to clean her nails as she is watching this happen.
I was just kind of sitting there.
You
waving
walk
my
up.
hands.
You get to like the edge of her little area, and then you walk like 20 more feet, and then you're just like. Then, Lotus, with your passive perception, you just hear thudding through the underbrush, and then you all hear the squeal of a boar as it like breaks out of a bush in full sprint at Mara.
Can I, like, swoop in to attack it?
You can make an attack roll and see if you can hit it.
As Lotus goes, Doc goes, "Don't kill it, just like break its legs."
20...
It hits.
22.
It's a boar.
This is not...
I added 5 to the AC. The AC is 13.
Are there high trees around me or anything?
Yes, they're all high trees.
I want to like Spider-Man like up. To
You thorn whip up and just like ah,
Yeah.
and like right as it would have hit you, you're getting out of the way. You shoot up, and Lotus is just there, and just sweeps the leg essentially, and this boar just like tumbles to a stop.
Thank you.
You're dangling.
Doc comes out and he's looking at it, kind of scramble, and he's like, "Oh,
Vala goes,
oh God.
what did you need it for? Because I wanted one too.
I want the Griffin.
We can
There's a
get you
griffin?
Don't eat it. I want it."
Okay.
Dude, you have boar.
Why?
Because, dude, it's a Griffin.
He wants to make you like shoes, like pet, like shoes the cat, not like actual shoes. That would be kind of weird. But yeah.
Doc
Is
is
it an
sitting there.
adult griffin or like you gonna ride it or something?
It's like a teenage griffin. It's not big, but it's it's still growing. It's like me.
Could be useful.
Doc is in the background apologizing to Hickory as he snaps one of the thing's back legs.
You just go over and break one of these boar's legs.
We don't want it getting away.
Just roll a 20 for me.
Okay. 11.
You're gonna take
Oh, God damn it.
4 bludgeoning damage as it kicks you in the face as
That's
soon as you break its
understandable.
leg.
That's fine. As long
And
as
then
its
it-
leg broke.
Oh yeah, no, but it shoots to its feet and it is gonna try and run away. It is slowed because it has a broken leg, but it is attempting to flee into the underbrush.
No.
Can I,
Yeah,
you know...
yeah, you can.
I'd like to just, like, fly up and just, like, two-hand bonk it in its skull.
Make
Just
an attack roll
Non-lethal.
with advantage. Its leg is broken.
Just enough to knock it out. Wow, those two rolls suck. 17.
Well, that's the AC as discussed previously is 13. So you fly up and you just like you grab the back of Kyle like it's a bat and you just turn it around so it's not the blade and you just with the barrel just boom and this board just
I got it.
Oh, good job. Ow.
there is a splat of blood on the barrel.
Uh-oh.
Could I, like, try to
Stock's
wipe
like
it
walking
off?
over, looking at it. Oh, Lotus, did you kill it?
No.
Kind of
No,
my
I said
hand.
non-lethal damage.
It is still breathing. It is.
Okay.
just- I mean, come on, you've been hit in the head with something hard before.
Yeah.
You can bleed.
Just okay.
This monkey really hard.
Do you think you can carry both of us?
No.
Should we grab it first? And have
Andre,
you, like...
can you carry it?
But he like stands up in his pseudo dragon form and like gestures to himself. He's like 8 inches tall.
I think
No.
you can do it.
No, I cannot. I appreciate the confidence, but I
Oh.
cannot.
We're just gonna have to do one at a time. Thank you for being bait, Mara. He's like looking up at it. Are you still hanging from the tree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, your Vala just. Where's mine?
Oh, we should give her one first.
Right. This one's ours. We'll be back. Don't.
Wait, you help me
Yeah.
real quick. This won't take long.
Doug is just kind of like, because he's probably like, what, 6-7 feet in the air?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
as he lowers himself, you can help him down.
Yeah.
You like ballet grab him by the waist and bring him down.
You are shockingly light for a dude taller than me.
Oh,
That's you.
wait, why? Wait, you're talking. Wait, you're lifting
Talking
me
to
up?
you.
He's
I'm
helping
bringing
you
you
down.
down.
Oh, I don't need to be held down. I'm just like.
No,
I don't-
you
I don't
you
need
start
help.
going down. He just grabs you, and you're like, and he
I-
puts you down.
I can reel this back in.
You said you needed
good.
help. You literally
You
said
did.
that out
Yeah, no,
loud.
You did say you needed help.
Yeah, I need help with the boar.
Oh.
I got you.
Lotus
All right,
waits nearby for another board.
Yeah.
Lotus just walks to the
Lotus.
nearest tree and gets behind it, and her wings are like sticking out on either side.
do my little dance again.
All right, you guys catch another boar. You're
Yeah.
more lethal with it this time because
Yeah.
you don't have to save it. And then Mara, you just drag it back over to Vala, and she's like, "Thank you."
Okay. Bye-bye.
Can you give me a
point
ride
further.
later, Lotus?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll lay back down.
You turn to Lotus, and you're like, "Can you give me a ride later?" And she's like, "Yeah." And then you watch her face get shocked, and you hear the sound of something like, like behind you, and you turn around, and just half the board is gone. And Wall's just like, Lotus, Doc, you just watched just her head go dragon, and just.
She really could have killed me at any moment.
Do you think I can learn how to do that?
Absolutely not.
Why
No.
not?
You're not a dragon.
But Aldrich was a bird and now he's a dragon.
I looked like a bird, and now I look like a dragon. I have never been either.
I am merely a figment of your imagination. I can look like
Wake
whatever
up,
you
Lotus. It wasn't your fault. The accident was years ago.
Socks?
What is Starlost? You have to go to work in the morning.
Starlost? Twinktania?
No,
Wake up,
Starbucks,
Lotus.
stupid. That's your job.
Okay. Alright. I can't be a dragon. Just crush my dreams, why don't you? Okay, I'll be back, Mara.
He just kind of walks back to the board.
You grab the board, fly off, and you leave like Doc and Aldrich there, like 50 feet away from Vala and Mara, who start talking about alchemy again.
Was that too harsh on her? Should I have let her believe that she
No, I mean it is appropriate. She's not a dragon. It's not
Yeah.
like It's not like we're telling her she can't follow her dreams of being an athlete or a scholar. We're telling her that she's...
Did you see those
No.
notes? An athlete.
Uh, Lotus, you carry the boar all the way up to the island with a little bit of difficulty. It's definitely one of the heavier things you've carried
I think I would actually go to an island
nearby.
like nearby,
So you drop it off.
and then I'm gonna go back and get Doc.
Doc, you're sitting there talking with Aldrich
Probably
about
hide
like
it too.
the merits of dreams versus like accepting the reality of a situation, and then just mid-sentence, just Lotus just
Dude,
and Aldrich basically does like a spin in the air, and then his little wings, it's like falls after.
I'll be honest, with all the dragons and everything, I really thought I was gonna die right there.
Nah.
Okay.
Be careful, sir. She could still always drop you.
Please don't. I feel like we're cool. We're cool, like Lotus. We're cool, right? He grabs her. He grabs her legs.
Lotus, you carry Doc up to the island so you know that the Griffin's on. You drop him off.
Okay, stay right here. Don't move any closer because, Griffins are Griffin. Okay, I'm gonna go get the board.
She flies off.
While she's gone, he kind of looks at Aldrich and goes, "Pseudo dragon form, owl form. What do you think will not scare the Griffin, but also not make it so it doesn't try to immediately eat you?"
Sir, I'll be quite honest with you. I think any form I take will not frighten a Griffin. He like again like gestures to himself. He's like, this is the second smallest I get, and the owl form is the second largest I get. I'll be quite honest with you. I'm not intimidated. I'm a tool of utility, to be quite honest. Not an intimidation factor.
Well, you're not a tool at all. You can act like one, but I mean, you're not. You're Aldrich.
I'm sorry?
Nothing. I love you, buddy.
Of course. Yes, young master. Certainly, young master. He like walks off like a rock, and he sits on it, and then he just does a little... He just lays on it, like a lizard, like curled up on a rock. Lotus, you fly back with the boar. You drop it in front of Doc.
Hi, I have it.
Okay.
So, like, this plane completely goes sideways if it doesn't know Orin, by the way.
I'll be honest. I don't know what that is, so I can't tell you if I think it would know it.
Oh. It's like a language I learned back in the airplane.
Well, then let's hope for the best.
Okay.
But plan for the worst. Aldrich, like, sits up at attention.
Yeah, if the worst happens, you can just, drop off the edge and I'll try and catch you.
Oh my.
Try?
Alright, let's go. Huh? Yeah.
I shall be young Hickory's attendant at this rate.
Let's go.
Are you gonna attempt to wake the boar so that it walks off?
Yeah. We probably should.
Or are you just gonna try and get the attention of the Griffin? Tell me your plan. Give me the layout of this. How's this gonna work?
Let's wake the boar, because the idea of not killing it was so it still kind of got a little bit of like thrill of the hunt and felt like it earned it.
Sure.
We'll wake
One
the
of you
boar.
make an animal handling check. With disadvantage, because it's knocked the fuck out.
Do you want to, or should I?
You should. You definitely should.
With disadvantage?
12.
Lotus, you think about waking up animals, and so you just go over. You just start being like, "Hey, come on, get up!" like shaking it.
Does she not use the Boar of Awakening or the Bear of
The
Awakening?
Bear of Awakening.
You being you, at one point do pull out the Bear of Awakening and like wave it in front of its face, and then you're like, "This boar is magic. It's not working." But then finally, after a few minutes, and Doc joining you and kind of just kicking it, it eventually is like, it just like shoots up and just starts like immediately stumbling and scrabbling off in just random directions.
Doc is
clearly
doing its
dazed
best to
and
make sure it
concussed.
does not dip off the side of the island.
You're doing the like, oh shit. The arrowhawks that are like populating the trees nearby are starting to like caw and screech. And then everything is rendered silent as this one loud, piercing screech comes out of the trees. All the arrowhawks like jump off of this island and just take flight. And then out of the trees bounds a griffin. And the moment it lands, it is just screeching angrily and defensively towards both of you, and the boar is very shocked.
I give both of them space and kind of pull Doc back.
Yep.
The boar is going to try and run from the griffin, and there is one direction it can run from the griffin,
Oh no.
which is past both of you and off of the island. So, Doc, if you want to try and stop it, you can make a dex
I'm gonna
check
use lightning
with them.
lure to stop it from leaving.
It starts to run off, and you lightning lure it, and yoink it back, and the griffin is startled by the lightning lure, and the boar is killed by the lightning lure because it was already fucked up, so you definitely just fried it.
Well, there's thrill of the hunt, but it's cooked now. Maybe it'll like it more.
Yeah. And the griffin is totally ignoring the boar. It enters full, like, pounce. And it towards you all as its mouth is open and it's bearing its, like, beak at you. There's, like, a hiss coming from its beak.
Okie dokie, throw the boar up and we're just gonna go.
Doc like lowers himself and kind of puts the boar between him and the griffin.
You just grab it and, like, drag it in front of you. The moment, like, as it moves, the big thing, it's like...
Wait. It's not screwed yet. Doc does, grab back to just pull his shield if he needs to.
Okay.
Maybe it'll eat. Just. Doc holds both of his hands up. He hasn't summoned the hour. But he's putting space between him, the boar, and the griffin.
Lotus, you back up so you're, like, even with Aldrich on the rock that's, like, right on the edge. Aldrich is, like, up, almost like a cat, like, up and, like, arched and, like,
Come on, it's gotta
Doc
work.
is
It's
still
gotta
there.
work.
Your hands are up. It starts, the beak, like, slowly goes from fully open to, like, half open, and it's, like, sniffing at the boar. And its head's kind of, like, lower in front of you, but it's not totally taking its eyes off of you. There's, like, a short distance between you. You could almost reach out and touch it.
Doc lowers himself more, but makes no attempt to get closer yet, to show that he is not threatening it in any way.
It starts, like, pawing and clawing at the boar.
Just, hey, we brought you food. I don't know if you speak.
It digs one of its claws in and just rips a strip off, like a strip of meat out, and, like, tosses it up and eats it, like, one or two little bites.
Hey, Lotus, do you think if I tried to mind link with it, that would probably be smarter?
I don't know how that works.
I don't either quite yet. Only one way to find out.
Doc, roll a 20 for me.
Okay. 19.
You You glanced back for just a second to look at Lotus.
Mm-hmm.
And as you glance back,
Oh boy.
Yep. Griffin beak just down on one of your hands. You're gonna take... Roll math.
Of course.
You're gonna take 14 points of piercing damage.
Uh-huh.
And just roll another 20 for me.
Okay. Are you trying to take my arm right now, Cryo? 17.
I love this game sometimes.
What have you done? Are you taking my arm?
Doc, you experience a very sharp pain as your hand is bitten off by the beak of this griffin in one clean bite, and it tosses it up and eats it and shrieks at you.
Can I just run up and grab Doc?
Which hand
Yeah.
did I just lose?
You just lost your left hand.
Shit!
So your hand got bitten off. And like, to his credit, Aldrich shoots forward and just starts flashing, like scratching and swinging his little pseudo-dragon stinger at this thing as it is shrieking and clawing at you and the boar. And Lotus grabs you and pulls you off the side of the island.
I shouldn't have taken my eyes off of it!
Yeah.
Hick's gonna fucking kill me for losing our hand!
Inside your brain, you're just like, yes, I am! You're goddamn right I am! You idiot!
I'm sorry! I'm sorry! It was working!
So you dive like right down into the trees. Mara, you start just hearing like screaming and screeching from up on the thing. And Vala's just like, probably bad, right?
Yeah. I don't know if I care.
Do you think like one of them's gonna die?
Hmm.
They could take a griffin as long as they don't like let
Yeah.
their guard down or something. It's not that bad.
if I can.
Yeah, and then you see Lotus just like dive bombing down into the trees, carrying a screeching like Doc who's holding his arm like into his chest. You
Oh.
fly in and drop Doc off in the middle of this grove. Doc, you're like, roll. It's the worst pain you've ever felt in your life.
Stop!
It hurts even more than that time you got shot and died.
Just, Vala! Vala, I need that favor right
I never said I was gonna help you.
now! Please!
What happened? What happened? Did it nip
Griffin took
you?
my fucking hand!
Did it? Oh shit! She like looks
Oh.
over and sees that your whole hand's gone. She's like, oh my god. No, that's fucked. That hand's gone. Oh my god.
No, come on! Come on!
I mean, unless you
Vala.
have something, like she like gestures to Mara. You got anything? No, you used all your magic to help me. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. I have a potion that'll stop the bleeding.
I want my hand back!
No, I can't do that one for you. I mean, do you have the hand? Did you get the
that's
hand?
gone.
The Griffin ate it!
Ooh, no,
Oh.
that's gone.
Oh yeah, that's gone.
Seeing that neither of them have anything to help with, I'm just gonna
I
grab
have a
Doc
potion.
again.
She pulls it out. She's like, this will stop the bleeding, or it'll slow the bleeding. It'll also probably knock you out, but you know, you probably want that right now.
Just drink it so I can bring you to Illis.
You just go, you just chug it, and then you just put like immediately from the pain and the effects of this, you just boom.
Okay, thank you, bye.
I'm just grabbing
Oh,
him and
all right.
going.
You just grab him and take off, and Wall's just like, this is fun. I like this. I'm okay with this. Glad I stayed here.
I was a little worried that was
God damn
Lotus for a second there, but you know she can actually handle herself.
I feel like you have some enmity Oh, no, it's funny. No, that's funny, actually. I like that. You're like laughing with each other. Twink. We're gonna meanwhile to like 45 minutes ago. You walked off to find Madame Auvert. What are y'all DMing each other? I saw that. So, you walk off to find Madame Auvert, and you head down towards the beach and the dock area where you know that she's at. And if people are sorting in and sorting out and everything, and the general populace of Twingtania are all gathered like near the docks. And there seems to be some sort of not heated, but like deliberate and somewhat aggressive discussion going on. Like, it doesn't seem like anyone's arguing, but there's definitely like tension in the group as everyone's talking. And Auvert seems to be trying to calm people down as you walk up. All right. No, do not worry. Everything is. Look, the matter is settled. Everything is fine. We can start again. And somebody in the group is just like, why should we even stay here? We can just take one of these portals and leave. We can go to an actual place with actual buildings and life. And you get that sense from most of these people here gathered around her. She notices you. Oh, Twink, hello.
What's going on?
One of the artificers from Shadestep is like, look, I'm sorry, but this is a random deserted island in the middle of nowhere. The resources are nice, yes, but look at all the problems. Things appearing in the middle of the night, dragons. First, this issue of finding fresh water, and then it gets poisoned. We've been here a week and a half, and could have died nearly a dozen different ways.
Okay.
Most of us are thinking it'd probably be best to just go to Riverbend. See if the Westwood will take us.
But, I can't argue with what you're saying, because it's true. Those things happen. But at the same time, nowhere is safe at the moment. Certainly I can understand the want to be back in a familiar space with familiar things. I won't stop you from doing that. I mean, that's your right.
Then, like, you're all muttering. Auvert like leans in and she's like, we're not even going to try and do some reassurances here. We're just.
What? Do you have something to assure them with?
Chance of prosperity, the option to do whatever we please.
That will come to the ones that believe.
You know, you're really good at this entire leading a country. You know.
Are you being a smartass?
Yes. What are you going to do?
Well, who here feels the same way as this person?
Like, almost all of the hands shoot up.
Okay.
And then out of the group steps a human girl. One that you recognize from Tiok. Ellen May. And she's just like, look. And she turns back to the whole rest of the group and she's like, no offense to y'all, but I didn't spend a week making that whole guild hall and all those houses just so you fuckers could leave. So, I'm gonna grab Dormo and I'm gonna go start fixing my bed. I don't want shit to do with Shade Step or the Westwood. She like walks off. There's like a silence in the group. And then Kaeda like steps down and walks out and she's like, I'm getting back on the boat, and she like punches you in the shoulder, Twink, as she walks by. Then like one by one, all of the people from Tiok are the ones who file forward first, and they're just like, yeah, fuck it. There's the halfling girl and the boy who are like, we gotta go check on like the garden, the botanist and her fella. They rush off to go check on the farm. And then Lachlan, he just like leaves the group to start helping out on the boat. Felix and Frankie come down from the boat and start like talking to people. And then Sylvia, the jeweler woman, with like the little scales here and there, she walks forward and she's just like, so, what do we get if we stay?
Well, you would get whatever you really strive for at the end of the day. I mean, this place is meant to be for those who want to accomplish something. And if you don't want to accomplish it here, then I don't think this is the place for you. At the end of the day, you're going to be running into governments and guilds and political ideas that are going to limit you in what you can do. It's just the unfortunate truth.
Twink, make a persuasion check.
Uh, 16.
Almost 7/10 of this group all just start walking back up towards Swingtownia, saying some words to Auvert, and the rest, and then a few others, like, bid you farewell as they head off towards the tree portals.
Yeah, I speak to each one as they leave and make sure they know that there's always a place for them to come back to.
Yep. Then as the last one like goes, Auvert just goes and sits on a barrel and is just like, I'm gonna die.
One day, yeah, for sure.
No, I mean from the stress. I'm going to die from the stress.
Yeah, well, that's what I talked to you about earlier. You gotta stop trying to do so much.
I thought that running 2 guilds in one of the major nations of the world would be the hardest thing I ever do in my life, but then I show up on your tiny fucking island that gets bigger once a week, apparently.
Hey, look, I got nothing to do with that.
If we continue on at this pace, by the end of the year, we'll be as big as Shadestep.
Yeah, no, I don't want that at all. Not even a little bit. Oh, wait, no, we're already bigger than Shadestep.
What do you mean?
We got all the other
Ravenloft.
land.
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, I should have told him about that.
There's a whole huge political fiasco with that. Also, you know that, right? Like, Yubu has been debating over whether or not to give that land away or hold on to it, even with the Lost Deed. There's a whole, like, a bunch of the oligarchs of Yubu trying to vie with the kingdom for it. Like, this is a big deal.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure Matthias made lots of promises to you, but he's sort of an idealist. It probably won't go as smooth as either of you want.
Oh, no. Yeah, I don't expect that at all. I would imagine there's a lot of people there that won't be very happy.
Oh, right, and people fucking live there.
Yeah.
Do we just grandfather them in as citizens of Twinktania, or do we kick them out?
No, I'll let them choose.
Should we start doing, like, registration papers at some point? Like, citizenship?
Oh, yeah, we should.
I'll be honest with you, I've been so preoccupied with general survival, I haven't really started getting into the bureaucratic process.
Yeah.
I never really liked the bureaucratic process, which is fun.
Kinda, I get it, because I've been fighting a war, so...
Mm-hmm. I should find somebody who's good with paperwork.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm good with paperwork, but I don't want to fucking do it.
Oh, never. No, I mean, the thing is you always want to teach someone to be just as good as you, so you don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
Right. Well, what did you come to tell me? The situation's handled. Dragon dead. Everything safe.
Yeah, so
No.
everything's fine. There's a few buildings that are fucked.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, probably best just to not rebuild them there.
Right. Relocate.
Yeah, farm's fucked. Probably best just to relocate that under the island
Right.
instead of
yes.
trying to move
The
it.
water source.
Workshop, flat.
Flat.
Yeah, Dormo should be able to pick it up though. We just have to refoundation it.
What about? There was a building near yours.
I can patch that up tonight.
The well's clean again. We won't be able to move the town too far because the well is the only source of fresh water on the island.
I just meant to reserve that space for, government stuff.
Right. I have to make all of the houses bigger. We're gonna have to cut down a lot of lumber.
Oh, right. Did I tell you? I didn't. And I pull out the bag of magical seeds.
What this shit is this?
Yeah. So Illis gave this to me for helping.
Fantastic. In 20 to 30 years, we'll have more lumber.
No, I'm pretty sure these are like... Let's go test.
Okay. Just follows you off into the woods.
I find a spot that's like...
You're like weaving through all the refugees and stuff. Still big crowds.
Start scooping ground
You
out.
just- you find a nice spot like between two lines that are approaching a tree, and you just start scooping dirt, and all the elves are like, "What's happening? What the fuck is he doing?" Like muttering to each other. You dig like a solid like half-foot deep hole, really quickly.
I mean, that's probably deep enough. Yeah. I don't know anything about farming. Is that deep enough?
I was in charge of medicine in the Artificers Guild. I don't know. Your botanist just walked off to our destroyed farm. You drop it in.
Start covering it up.
So now what?
I don't know. I thought like magical shit would happen.
Shouldn't we water it?
Do you have water?
She pulls out her cask and hands it to you. And you pour it all out.
How much should I
Wait.
use?
Just see that size? I don't know. Maybe she just takes it from you, just dumps it. And then you both sit there. She's like kneeled down like this, and you're just standing there. It's just like dead quiet. And directly across from you, like some boots walk up and crouch down, and it's Vilvalm. And they're just sitting there, and they're like, "What are we doing?"
We're waiting to see if something magical happens.
Did we do something magical?
I think maybe. I was given these.
Oh! 1 second. And he like stands up and walks over to a tree, and he grabs a branch, and he like looks up and he moves the branch, and there's a beam of sunlight that like comes through right on that spot. And then just again, as magic, a little stalk.
I start like hitting over there. Click,
You
click,
can-
click, click, click.
You can see it growing, but it is incredibly slow. Like it is like,
Yeah, but it's not like 20 years.
but yeah, you can see it. And so she's like, that is actually quite impressive, yes.
Is there like
Vilvom.
a way to
Oh.
get more? That was two
Vil-
Vilbom.
Yeah, Vilvom's like more of the seeds. They're a process that I'm not privy to enchant them. I believe that they came from an old tree from the old Salok, the city, the ruins that you saw. I'm not sure if we can get more or make more. That's Illis's territory. Where is she? She all right?
Yeah, she's fine.
Oh, good. And the men she took with her,
They're all fine too. Yeah.
the dragons, all
Yeah, taken care of.
dragon killers.
Yeah, I mean,
Earning-
if you want to say that, yeah.
Titania grows more impressive by the day. He gives you a little pat, or they give you a little pat, and then they walk off.
Thanks.
So what actually happened to the dragon?
It's gonna stay on the island.
What? Like, and everybody just looks.
um,
He's going to what?
yeah, no, it's fine. Everything's okay. It's gonna solve the boar problem.
All right. So we are keeping a magical super creature on the island in exchange for lunch.
Okay, but think about it this way: other magical super creatures aren't gonna come now because that one's here.
That's not usually an issue that you have to deal with, Twink.
Yeah, well, we've dealt with it now, haven't we?
You know how you say I should take more breaks?
Yes.
It's one is starting now. She just like gets up and walks off.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Sit there and watch this little thing grow for a minute.
yeah. Enjoying it.
Yep. Dolis. Eventually, the talking stops after like 40 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Like it just stops mid-sentence. There's like silence.
Okay. Like just in the middle of her sentence, like she
Mhm.
just cut off. Okay.
You'd kind of spaced like her out and weren't really like absorbing what she was saying. It takes you a minute even to realize that there's silence now. Like her speech has just sort of become background noise,
Hmm.
and then it just stops.
Okay.
And there's just like a minute or two of silence. You're like, God, this girl has fucking lungs on her. Holy shit. Like, you swear she didn't take a breath that entire time.
Mm.
Then finally, they're just like, so the Starlost are really, really scary. Being Kieran was unpleasant.
Dolis sits up, like from where he was laying.
I mean, it's not like the worst thing that's ever happened to me, but it was definitely not a good time. And I'm glad that it wasn't one of you, 'cause I feel like if it was one of you, it would have been worse. You wouldn't have been there to stop him, and I feel like you're all a little bit more dangerous than me. And it was weird. It's like he didn't want you dead. Wanted to know things about you. I don't know what that's about. I took a bunch of notes. I kind of had bad dreams ever since, so I've been writing it all down. I don't know if you have anything you know about Iliac that I could put in my notes, I guess. Or maybe maybe Twink knows about the other Twink. Thinking, I don't know. I'm thinking about that dust that Twink told me about. The stuff that was in Tiok. I don't know what it is. He gave me some to look at. I haven't gotten the chance, actually. I forgot about it until now with everything that's going on. I don't know. It gave all of you visions. I kind of tried how do I say this? I kind of tried some of it, and I didn't get any visions. So I think it might be a you thing, a Starlost thing. I don't know. Be honest, I feel a little awkward talking to a ring here, so I'm just gonna. I mean, you probably turned sound off forever ago, but I don't know. I guess I just have to keep talking.
I'll pop out of the ring at this moment.
Boom! You're holding hands with Alina. Duh.
I'll let go of her hand.
Hi.
I didn't turn off sound, as you put it.
Oh, okay. So you heard everything.
Yes.
Was I pitchy?
Hmm?
My
You what?
my tutor when I was young, whenever I was saying, she always told me I was pitchy. Was I pitchy?
Oh, pitchy. I thought you were saying
Yeah.
bitchy. I was
Oh.
like, what?
No, I wasn't saying bitchy. I mean, was I bitchy? I didn't mean to
No.
sound bitchy. Oh.
You were
Okay.
neither. You're
Oh.
fine.
Oh. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh. I much of it, but I'm sure a lot of it.
You need to talk louder, Cryo. I can't hear you.
No, she's mumbling. She's just like
Oh.
mumbling to herself.
You're fine, Alina. Thank you for
The dust that I was talking about. This stuff she like pulls out it's just like a tiny little vial of it.
Okay.
What do you see? Because
What do I
Twink told
see?
me that you saw that he and Socrates saw things.
Did I ever get I think I tried sniffing it. I don't know that I ever got a vision.
You succeeded on the thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you didn't get a vision.
I didn't. I tried. It's because they were all sort of just inhaling this powder and.
Arguably a very dangerous thing to do.
I mean, yes, but also, pretty sure you just told me that you did the same.
True. I'm not the most intelligent when it comes to making safe experimental decisions.
Okay.
That's something else that my tutor told me
But
after I jumped off the roof. Feather falling.
Okay.
I had been feather falling.
I tried to.
That's how I got
inhale
this
some
scar. She's just like distracted.
Alina.
Yeah.
I was saying I tried inhaling some of it, and I did not see the visions that the rest of them saw. But I mean, I could try now.
Sure. And she just pops the cork off and hands it to you.
All right, yeah, I think
She
you're a
pulls
little
her
bit
notebook out. And just...
more willing to do this than I expected. But
I mean, I breathed in like half a vial worth of that, and I just felt a little lightheaded.
I'm just gonna stare at her judgingly.
What? You just told me you also breathed some in.
Right. I'm just gonna like tap out like a little bit of it into my palm. I'm gonna hand the vial back to her.
Takes it and like pockets it.
Just kind of look down at it, like disgustedly. Look back up at Alina. Just gonna sniff it.
Do you want to choose to fail this wisdom save?
Sure.
Right? You feel that rush in your head, and you just kind of let it happen. Like, you don't resist. And there is pitch black.
Okay.
And it is suddenly silent. No sound of, like, the waves or the crowds of refugees moving. As you were just in quiet blackness. And then you look around, and after you blink a few times, you realize you're not in just black. You're in this black cloud that, as it whirls, there's this bluish tint. And then you turn, and there's that door that so many people have seen in their visions up until now, with all that writing on it.
Is it like a wooden door, like a stone door? I don't remember.
It's a stone door.
Okay.
It is a stone door with Celestial written across it, as you remember them discussing, but you don't read Celestial, so it just looks like gibberish to you.
So I'm not on a tree. I'm just
You
in
are
blackness.
You are, as you look down, the clouds are dense, and you kind of move your feet, and you are on a stone. You are on a stone branch.
Okay. I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna look back towards the door and start walking towards it.
It's not far at all. It's like 2 steps. You just walk
Okay.
towards it. And you hear, through it, you hear Archibald. It sounds like he's arguing with someone. And then, almost like a dream out of your control, you reach for the door, and you are suddenly in a cage, like that vision you had when you touched the spruce in Sanctuary. And across from you is Lotus in a similar cage. Not like a bird cage, like a metal square cage, like a shark cage almost.
Mm.
And she's like sort of balled up and crying. And before your instincts as a brother even kick in to comfort her, you, again, like a dream, like out of your control, you are just saying words of comfort to her and telling her not to worry, telling her it'll be okay. And then someone enters. You don't recognize who it is, but you see him in full, a man wearing robes, like kind of shorter, sort of swept back hair. And he goes for her cage, and you start shouting at him, screaming, just rattling at the bars, just trying. You're shouting like, no, like, take me, don't, like, leave her alone. You're just screaming at him. And he looks at you with these golden eyes, these angry golden eyes. And then you wake up on the deck of the ship with Alina just, like, leaned over you, taking notes.
I just slowly, like, straighten myself.
So,
I just, like, grab my head and just, like, rubbing my temples. And, like, I'm like looking down, and I look back up to Alina, and there are tears forming in Dolis's eyes.
and she's like, oh my gosh. And she, like, puts her notebook down. She, like, puts a hand on your shoulder, and she's like, are you okay? I'm sorry, did it hurt? Do you need,
I saw a vision. I saw it.
She just, like, keeps the comforting hand on your shoulder, but reaches down and opens her notebook back up and just starts writing down what you're saying.
It was dark. blackness, black clouds. I was,
You relay the vision
yeah,
to her,
you know.
and she takes notes the entire time. And then she's like, the first bit isn't dissimilar to what Twink saw. The second bit is interesting.
The second bit is reminiscent of something I saw back in Sanctuary. And then I relate to her the information.
She's writing it all down still, just like nice pressure on the shoulder, like a nice gentle. She writes it all down. She goes, I'll have to ask everyone else. It seems the one thing linking it all together is Twinktania's Archmage.
Who? You?
What? No. No. Archibald. Archibald's the Archmage.
Archibald's the Archmage of Twinktania?
Yeah, no, Twink wants. Yeah. No, I'm gonna be the librarian. I mean, I like libraries, so I'm excited about that, but like I'm the librarian.
Oh.
And he's an elf and I'm human, so like he's definitely gonna outlive me. So I'm, like, it's not even like I'm gonna be able to get into the job after he dies, unless someone like kills him. Someone shouldn't kill. That shouldn't happen. I'm not saying that I'm gonna kill Archibald for his job. I wouldn't do that. I don't have that in me. I'm not.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'll
Do
be
you want
fine.
water? Do you want food? Do you want tea?
Don't worry. And like Dolis just gets up and stands.
Okay. She gets back up also.
Have you seen Lorelei?
No. I haven't seen anyone. Well, I mean, Lotus came by earlier. She wanted to check on you, and then she just kind of flew off. I don't know where she is. Twink, at about this time, as you are sitting there, just like, at this plant growing, Lotus just zooms over you towards the ship.
He's in a hurry.
Dolis, as you and Alina are talking, Alina's just like, oh, there's your sister. And the, Hickory Doc. That one's Doc. He doesn't look okay.
Slowly turn over.
Lotus,
Oh.
after you. You are flying up, looking desperately for Illis.
Hi, do you know where Alice is?
No.
Okay, bye.
You just fly off, shouting for
Lotus.
Illis around.
I call after her.
Yes.
What's happening?
Doc lost his hand. I'm trying to look for Alice. So
You
then
what?
Yep. Okay. If you're not coming, I'm gonna go look for Alice.
Okay. Alright.
Eggold at the helm just goes, what the fuck?
Lotus comes back. Lotus comes back. He's like, actually, can you send a message to Alice and to ask her where she is?
Yeah. She opens her book. And she mutters a few things about, like, where are you? It's an emergency, da-da-da-da-da, and then just... And then she's back. Like, okay, you don't have to, like, be rude. I didn't mean to interrupt anything. There's a Doc lost his hand. We need, like... And a few silence, and then just... I don't want to send more of these. I don't have, like, an unlimited amount of messages I could send you. Where are you? They're in the volcano that's not a volcano.
Okay, bye.
You shoot off. It'll take her like a minute and a half to get there. That's long enough for them to get dressed, right?
Oh.
Yeah. Tweak shoots over you again, going the other way. It's grown a few extra leaves at this point. It's gotten like half your height in just like 10 minutes you've been sitting here.
All right, well, I better go find out what the fuck is going on. I'm gonna go to the ship.
Give the little plant a pat and head off towards the ship. Lotus, with your speed, it will only take you about 2 minutes to get to the volcano. As you're flying up, you see what seems to be some sort of like doorway structure that has been constructed around the hole that Alina earthbended when she left last time. So you can either go for the top or you can make it your way towards that.
I'm gonna make my way to that.
You make your way to that. You are gonna have to like tuck your wings in to like dive in if you want to maintain speed. So I'm gonna ask you to make an acrobatics check.
14.
14. All right, yeah. You tuck your wings in. You feel a little like as a few of the edge feathers get a little clipped by rocks, and then a good chunk of the way down the tunnel you do have to land and just kind of like run and drag Doc. And at one point, as you're dragging and grunting and like you just hear Lorelei just like, "Oh my gosh, what is it now?"
Basically, throw Doc onto the ground and point out his hand.
Yeah, you come in and you just like toss Doc, and you're just like, Lorelei is like sitting on a thing of rock, like, in basically just like her big like flowy blouse, and Illis is there in like her full dress and everything, like still clipping up a few things. And then she's like, "Oh my god! Oh no! That's quite. What happened?"
He's what?
Lorelei's like, "My sister do this?
No.
What the fuck did this?
Is there any way to help him?
Do you have his hand?"
No, it was eaten.
Oh my gosh! Like, Illis just starts casting magic over Doc, who is like kind of gone pale at this point. And she's just like, "Well, how do I phrase this?
Lotus is like almost close to crying.
It's okay. He's fine. He'll live just fine. He'll be just fine.
Sure.
I brought Socks back to life, remember? Funny enough, it's actually harder to regrow limbs than it is to do that. So she just goes back to casting, and Lorelei like pulls you into a hug. You okay, kid?
No.
What happened?
He wanted to go and tame the griffin in the sky, and so I brought a boar
And the griffin decided to have an appetizer before it ate the boar.
He ate the boar a little bit, and then he said something to me, and then the griffin attacked him and then bit his hand off.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Illis, how digested can his hand get before you can reattach it? And Illis is like, I mean, you know, it's as long as the skeletal structure is all there, and it's his hand, and there's some meat, and Lorelei just pats Lotus on the head, and she's like, all right, hang on, I'm gonna put my pants on.
Okay.
She goes over and she grabs her pants.
Is the sauna ready? I didn't think that the sauna was already done.
No, it was steamy in here for other reasons. Like, Lorelei, like, does her belt buckle on and just starts walking out.
Okay.
Illis is like 30 shades of red as she's casting magic on Doc.
Gonna go after Lorelei.
You follow Lorelei as soon as you get out in the sun. She like stretches, and then she just like her wings. She goes, ugh. Ah, it's weird to do that.
Pretty.
Look, we both have wings. She like flaps one of hers at you. All right, where's the griffin?
Takes flight and leads her to the griffin.
All right, takes off after you. Mara, you're chilling there with Vala. Everything's calm. And then all of a sudden Vala's just like, you like chatting. And then she just gets the most serious look on her face. And she's like, that bitch.
What? Good?
She's gonna kill me. She's coming to kill me. Like all the claws appear and everything. And then just Lotus and Lorelei fly over. And she's like hissing like down by the vines.
I don't think she wants to kill you anymore.
Fine.
You're good.
Just staring like up. It's like her claws go away and her eyes go from like reptilian back to normal. You guys land on the island. The boar is totally gone. There's like a lot of blood and like matted chunks of meat there.
It should be over there. Are we gonna kill the Griffin?
Oh no. I'm gonna kill the Griffin. You can stay here.
Oh, okay.
She like
Sweet
walks off.
Dolis won't get mad at us, right?
I don't care.
Okay.
She like heads into the tree line. It's quiet. And then in the distance you cheer, "Hey buddy, how you doing?" You hear some screeching, and then you hear more screeching, and then you see just fire shoot out over the top of the tree, and you hear more screeching. And then you hear, like, there's lots of ruffling, like, tumbling, and various smashing sounds. And then you hear one really loud, pained screech, and and then it's just dead silent again.
Lotus just like standing there kind of anxiously, like twiddling her thumbs, like, I want to be a dragon.
And then Lorelei like walks out of the trees, just like wiping some blood off of her hands, and she's like, "Okay, I have good news and I have bad news. The good news: the Griffin will not be eating any more people's hands,
Okay.
and we can feed it to my sister. What's left of it. The bad news is she holds up just like 2 fingers and like this chunk of a hand. Yeah.
Do you think Gillis can still reattach it?
What's here, maybe.
Okay, I mean, better than nothing. Maybe Twink can do something about it. Maybe could be like partners with Petron.
Yeah. Yep. You take this ahead. I'm gonna take this to my sister as a peace offering. She just hands you the, like, chunk of hand that is left.
Okay.
Actually, hang on. And she, like, takes her handkerchief and she wraps it up. She's like, don't, you don't have to look at that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You, with her not bloody hand, she, like, pats you on the head. She's like, you're good. Go.
I go.
You take off. Mara, you watch her take off after you just heard the sounds of Griffin violence a second time.
I think they killed it.
And then you watch a full dragon, like, take off of the island and come down. And then, as it lands, just shifts back into Lorelei and just, Hi. Vala is, like, crouched behind a big thing of brambles, just, like, looking up at her sister, and she's like, it's fair. You're not gonna poison me, and I brought you a treat. And now you don't have to worry about it eating any of your boar. And I'm sure there's some fucked up thing you can make with its bone marrow, or its eyeball, or its blood, or some of your weird shit that you're into. And Vala's like, it's not weird, it's alchemy. Yeah.
It's
Nope.
science.
Yeah, it's never been weird. Even when you did it alone in your little corner of the cave. It was always super cool, actually. I'm gonna go. Doc's missing a hand. And Illis is. Her and Vala just kind of look at each other. And then she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go." She like takes off.
Did you grab the hand? How's it?
Oh, most of it's gone. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure the beak kind of mushed it up. Yeah. I don't know what that's gonna manage. Fuck it, Twinkle give him a robot hand. She just flies up.
Yeah.
Vala's like still bunched up. Kind of like rises up.
I think you could use some of that bark right now.
Yeah, no, let's show me how you make it. You whip out the bark. Doc, you wake up laying on some very rough stone floor. It's over. You just, hey, there you are. How are you feeling?
I'm gonna switch to my right hand here real quick. It's gone, isn't it?
Lorelei's gonna go get it back.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
What if all of it doesn't come back?
I can probably reattach it if there's points of contact, or if there's a majority of your hand left. You might be missing. You might just be missing the tips of some fingers, or it might be a little numb. Probably won't be able to write with it anymore if you're left-handed. Are you left-handed?
No, but Hick is. And
Ooh.
given how when she got gills, I got gills, I can only assume
That she will also be missing a hand. That would track, yes. So, I mean, you are on an island full of artificers, one of whom is friends with one of the greatest artificers alive. So, I'm sure robot hand.
Yeah.
Also, all of the magic wielders that you encounter day to day. Maybe our Lashna can give you back your hand. We could ask her the next time you see her.
Yeah.
But you're alive, and that's what matters. And look, it only got you like just below the wrist. That's really easy. And I mean, if for a robotic,
impressive, honestly, between
for a
armor and a
robotic
shield.
prosthetic. Yeah. No, no, those beaks are pretty sharp, especially if you're not ready. There's like a nursery rhyme in the Westwood about staying away from griffins. It's like hawks and then griffins. It's like it's a whole sort of
You don't
thing.
have to make me feel better. You can just tell me I'm an idiot and let it go.
Oh no, you're absolutely an idiot. No, I have terrible bedside manner, to be quite honest with you. No, you're a fool. You should have just left the boar there and then left. But that's none of my business. You lost your hand. You don't need this. It's a good day. It's a good day for me. I'll be nice.
Yeah.
And then Lotus, you come flying back down the tunnel.
It was.
Look, your hand. Hey, look at that. It's your hand. Lotus, can you go get me some fresh water?
Okay, I can do that.
Doc is not even looking up at this point. He is.
Doc.
Yeah.
She has a somewhat flat rock. She's like, you're going to want to bite it.
Just do it.
No, trust me, you're going to want to bite this. Starts casting magic on your hand. Lotus, you go get water. Then you meet back up with like Lorelei, the entrance, and you both walk in. Doc, you are flexing your pinky and ring finger, as that is all that remains of your left hand. And a good little chunk of palm.
Ow. But thank you.
Good that you bit the rock. She slaps you twice on the back. You learn now?
Yeah. Sorry.
She turns to Lorelei and she's like, sure. She like walks over to you both, to Lorelei and Lotus, and she's like, I'm not good at comforting people. I'm really bad at comforting people. I shouldn't be here. I'm gonna go. And then she just gives Lorelei a kiss on the cheek and like walks past both of you out of the tunnel. And Lorelei's like, wait, no, this was... Kid, are you dying?
No. Just,
Alright.
I'll go.
And he pushes himself up and he's just like,
Lotus, I'll walk back.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Do you want me to come with you? Can I walk with you?
You can if you want. It's...
If you guys give me a moment, I'll come with. And Lorelei goes over and it's like picking up her boots and her jacket and her hat.
Okay.
First time I got the claws out in hundreds of years, and this bullshit. Can't win. Just...
most of the walk back, Doc is just entirely quiet.
Twink, meanwhile, you went to the ship where Alina and Dolis were standing, in sort of shock still.
So
Did you hear what happened?
no, that's why I came here.
Apparently, Dockery lost his hand.
What?
I don't know.
How?
I don't know.
Is that why she was
Lotus.
flying so fast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Apparently, she went to go take him to Illis in the volcano. It's not a volcano.
Lorelei and Illis were there.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm aware. Yep. We're losing too many fucking limbs nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. What? I don't really know what to think because there's so much that has happened in the last 2 hours.
How do you survive a fight with a fucking dragon and lose your hand after? I'm gonna storm off.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair.
Alina's just... Do you wanna get a late lunch? I have food. That's not bug bread or poisoned.
Sure. Well, I can.
Oh, you can make food.
Come with me.
right? Okay. Okay.
And I want to. So, because this is in like the meanwhile while they're like fetching the hand
Yeah.
and everything. So in this time that we're on the boat before they come back, I would like to do something.
Okay.
I want to go down to the galley, and I'm going to get some plates and some silverware and stuff, and I want to take them up to the captain's quarters, and I'm just gonna like clear off Lorelei's desk and just kind of like put them all down there and like set everything up really nicely. And then I would like to cast Create Food and Water. And I'm gonna like, if I have to guarantee that it comes out good, like I'll spend time like focusing on the casting if need be. But I want to fill the table and all the plates with all of Lorelai's favorite foods that I have learned of in the past like time that I've been making food for her, like just everything that she loves to eat and drink.
Roll an Arcana check.
Okay. Arcana check. Not great at those. That's okay. That's a dirty 20. It's a 19 plus 1.
Okay. You you are very confident as you make all of these dishes that they won't taste like bread.
Okay, good. And I'll make like an extra 2 plates of just like a little bit of everything on it, and like I'll hand one to Alina.
Oh.
Late lunch.
Oh, thank you. So are we just leaving this for Her Highness? For the Admiral? Lady Lorelai, and she does like a really crappy salute.
Yes, I suppose.
Is this steak?
Yes.
Oh.
Do you not eat steak?
Oh no! I eat meat. No, it's yeah. Do you just want to sit out on the bow and eat food?
Sure.
Okay.
It's more sort of like a peace offering.
Oh, is she mad at you? Is that why?
Yes.
No, that explains a lot of that. So she's one of the dragons, right? Like, I'm not crazy.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
cool.
her and her siblings.
She's the
from
red
what I
one,
understand.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of thematic with all the red she wears and all the money that she wants
Right.
and her general angry nature.
And also she defended the ship as the
Yeah.
red dragon.
Also, I once watched her like reach into fire, so maybe I should put that sooner. I'm a researcher. How did I not? Like, she starts like muttering to herself again as you guys go to sit down and have lunch.
Okay.
You sit and have a nice lunch with Alina while Doc is
Yeah.
undergoing magical surgery.
While Doc is having mass amounts of physical and emotional trauma.
Tweak, where are you going? To the volcano?
No, fuck that. I'm gonna go get my frustration out and fix our house.
Okay. So,
Artificer's
Twig, just make a roll with proficiency for me. And then tell me what you get.
I have Mason's tool, so do I get to double it?
Yes, you do.
Oh, that'll be a 20.
20.
Back to
Alright.
dirty 20s.
Back to Lorelai, Doc, and Lotus. You guys come walking through the previously cut like rampage. Lorelai's like, God damn, this is somehow worse than I remember from an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, we did like an assessment, and a lot of houses are fucked.
Yeah, no, this is all fucked. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I have lost my accuracy. She like looks at like a burn patch that like stretches out. She's like, I should work on that if I'm gonna do that anymore. And then you guys all look and you see Twink in the middle of like nailing up boards that are he's balanced on multiple things of wood from like the destroyed building next to
Actually,
him. Oh?
I am on a floating disc.
Hey! There we go. Yeah, Twink is floating on a disc. Ding, 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 ding. There's only like 2 boards left that need to go. He has cut out the damaged boards into like a big square, and he has been replacing everything. You guys
And
come
I'm
walking
leaning
out.
into Doc, like,
Do you think he's gonna be angry with us?
Probably me. I'm just gonna walk straight up to him.
Okay.
No, you go to walk straight up to him, and Lorelai like grabs you by the shoulder. She like pulls you around, goes, Twink.
I'm busy.
Twink, I had to kill the Griffin.
Oh, good. Why?
And it went crazy with my sister around and attacked us. Kid lost his hand.
That's how it happened?
Yeah. So,
How
you know,
bad is it?
if you, I don't know, wave.
Would have been better if it was clean cut at the wrist.
Ironic.
You want to cut it back off?
No. We're good. We're gonna try and save as much as your hands. Make him a couple extra fingers.
That's not easy.
Well, you're friends with Fairmont. Harmon always talked about how he had other limbs. Sure, we'll figure it out.
Who do you think made the limbs?
You and Fairmont? I mean, Fairmont first, probably. He's older than you.
Yeah,
think.
well,
How old are you, Twink? I've never asked. I mean, you know how old I am now.
Yeah, well,
I guess you don't know. how old
33.
I am. Yeah, alright. Well,
Anyways, yes, he made the first ones. I made them better.
perfect. We'll go to Yuba. We'll get you a new hand. She's like, it's not the only new hand we have to get, so it's perfect.
There's another hand we have to make?
The
Your
good
elf
news is
friend.
they're both left, meaning I can use the same cast.
There we go. Look at that. Come on, kid. You can come have lunch with me. And she like drags Doc around along.
Okay, bye, Twink. Let me know if you need any help.
I should be fine.
Okay.
gonna run after the other 2.
Twink, you continue working on repairing the house. You guys get out of Twink Townia towards the ship. Lorelai's like, I'm gonna have to apologize to your brother.
Hmm?
Yeah, it's the only way he'll make me food. I guess I don't need him to make me food now that my sister's not trying to poison me. You know. That is gonna be a load off my mind. Oh my god. Anytime I went anywhere near the Westwood, I always was constantly worried I was gonna get attacked and poisoned. That's a whole new, like, quarter of a continent I can go to.
You know, Lorelai, I'm realizing something.
Yeah.
If you're a dragon and your sister is a dragon, does that make your other siblings a dragon?
Oh yeah, no, we're all dragons.
And I still have permission to kill one of them and spit on them?
Oh yeah, no, my oldest brother? Yeah, no, he's not like Vala. He's no, you can kill the shit out of him.
Okay. I mean, if he's as big and scary, then you're like,
Oh come on, you're gonna kill God one day. Dragon's a good start, good stepping stone.
you know, you're right. Yeah, I'm gonna kill the shit out of your brother. And then spin on him.
You'll do.
And on
great,
that
Lotus.
note, all right, we're going to end our session there. So thank you everybody for episode 54. Is this 54? The
54.
next one's 55. 5. Woo!
Yeah.
Doc
Those
lost
two
a
numbers.
hand.
Yeah, 5 is a thing Doc can't do.
Oh no!
So how hard would it be to get in contact with Arlashna so I can get my 3 fingers back?
It depends on how busy our Lashna is, really.
I
Which
mean,
is very
just like,
right now.
hey, Arlashna, I just need you for like a spell real quick. Just one sec.
Thank you everybody for watching. thank you to our sponsors, Dice Goblin, because they're sponsoring us. You can check out the link below, dicegoblin.co.uk/Starlost,
Yeah.
where you can sign up for their mailing list and get 20% off your order of Dice Goblin dice.
Hey, and we're also this Saturday doing a thing with them. No, shit, no. Cut that out. Never mind, Marcy, because that's a skip week. So we're not doing that.
Don't cut that out. Let them know. Let them know his miscalculation.
Fuck! Shit!
You can also join our Ko-fi where we upload cool stuff. We got the character sheet for Maya recently. There's art that goes up there. There's early access to merchandise when merchandise comes out. All of that fun stuff. Join our Discord. Like, comment, subscribe.
Give me my fingers
We'll see you
back.
next week. No. We'll see you next week. Goodbye!
Bye!